Hello everyone, and this is gonna be a weird kind of video. So, number one, my face is covered. I don't feel comfortable enough to show my face on camera as of right now, but today we're doing something very special. Now, if you are like me, you probably don't have thousands of dollars to drop onto a fursuit, especially one professionally made. So, today, with the help of some instructional videos and everything, we are going to try and attempt to sculpt a foam base. I do want to say this pattern comes from Sky High Studios. This is a fursuit maker with a lot of experience. I love the style of fursuits that they do. I am going to be changing it up because this is for the canine. Mine is going to be for a cabot, so it's more of a feline muzzle. So I'll be changing it up a little bit here and there. If you want it, link for it will be down below. And if you're not subscribed to them already, go say hi. Tell them that Tie-Dye sent you. I want to say thank you to Sky High for making this and making it available for everyone. Now, this right here is the bucket head base that I made off camera. Basically, if you want to learn how to make this, Sky High does have a video up on their channel. Link for it will also be down below. How to make a bucket head, because that's the first step to making a fursuit head, is you need to make a foam bucket head. And then we're going to be adding pieces to it, and hopefully we can make this look, well, like me. So, here's hoping. So in this pattern, they give you different things to, of course, copy over. Now my printer decided that some of them it was going to cut off. I don't know why, but I just did. So of course, trace around to the best of your ability. Now, if this does go well, I'll be reusing this for my fiance's fursuit. So what I'm actually going to do for the time being, because I don't have a laminator, is I'm going to put tape all over this and then cut it out. The tape will allow it to kind of, stay structurally sound. So therefore, if I want to use it again later, I can. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces right here, but one thing about these pieces is that these tell you, how many to cut from each one and how many times to do it. The only problem is that these say all 1-inch foam. Or, sorry, this one says 2-inch foam. Cut one from 2-inch foam. But all of these say 1-inch foam. And apparently this is the only thing I remembered. Because I only have 2-inch foam. So what I'm going to do is, for the stuff that says like for this that says cut 2 from 2-inch foam, this is going to be totally fine. I can do that easily. The stuff that says cut 2 from 1-inch foam, I'm probably just going to cut once from this 2-inch foam and then use my box cutter to cut that in half lengthwise, so therefore I have 2. So everything that says 1 inch, I'm going to mark as 1 inch, so therefore I know just to draw it once and then go from there. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, now that I have everything drawn out, we're going to cut these out, and the pieces that have 2 for 1 inch, those are going to be cut, and then like I said, we're going to cut it in half vertically, so therefore it's technically 1 inch. Now, these ones right here, these were told to be cut out for 2 inches. This one is the muzzle. It said cut 3 of 2 inches, so it's going to be like a 6-inch muzzle. But the only thing is that, as you can probably tell, there is no ears as of right now. I know we have this part which is like 4 ear. It's only because I don't know for sure what kind of ear style I'm wanting to go for. I don't really want to go with the canine ears since I am a cabot, so of course I usually have very big ears. I do like how Thunder Howl has done their suits in the past with the ears kind of facing backwards. I don't think I'm that skilled enough to do that on my own. For right now, we're probably going to wait off on the ears. If I do decide what to do, I will record it and show you how I do it. So now let's get these cut out. Okay then, so now that I have all the pieces cut out of the foam, and I went ahead and split the 2 1-inch pieces from each other, so now instead of being 2 inch, they're now each 1 inch. I went ahead, because I noticed that I did something wrong. So this is already supposed to be together. It was not supposed to be 2 pieces that you cut out. Now again, this is supposed to be from 1-inch foam from what it said. So I went ahead and split it in half and then just hot glued it together. So now it's holding its shape, which is pretty good. And then same with the muzzle pieces. I said to make 3 of them, so I went ahead and hot glued those together. So now I'm gonna go through and hot glue these pieces together, the cheeks and the top of the cheeks. I do believe that they're supposed to go like that right here. Let's see, yeah, like that right there. The mouthpiece will be trimmed down over time, but according to Sky High, just leave it the same for right now. This one is in a 2-inch piece, and that will be trimmed down over time. But first, we're gonna start with this. We're gonna draw out basically the mouth shape, and we're gonna go from there. So, let's go. Okay, so what I quickly did was on the side right here, I drew a smaller mouth shape because, like I said, this is for the canine. Mine is a feline face because I'm a cabot. So I went ahead and made a smaller face shape, and then I went ahead and drew kind of like a mouth piece goes over. And then you want to have like a little indent right there. So therefore, 1, it looks natural, and 2, you have airflow. And I went ahead and put a little dot right there for the nose. Now I haven't cut out the nose yet because I don't know for sure if I want to have like a triangle nose or if I want to have like a cat nose. I'm still deciding on that, but this is what we have so far. I'm going to look at a few cat pictures to make sure that this is the correct shape I want to go with. If not, I will redo it, but this is what I'm thinking I'm gonna go with. Also, if you haven't noticed, there is a box right here. This is the sewing machine that I'm going to be using if this all goes according to plan. If you're seeing this video, that means likely it possibly did, but then again, if it doesn't go well, I'll probably still share this because 1, content is content, and 2, failure is always an option. Thank you, Mythbusters, for that. But let's continue. And also be sure to take time off, because if you have appearances like I do, this is not one that automatically does it. You have to do it each time, and that can cause carpal tunnel in your hand, and you don't want that. My mom has carpal tunnel from doing hairdressing, and I can tell you just from witnessing her, it is no fun. So I trimmed it down a little bit. So now we're going to put it back on with this. You can see that, to me, looks a lot better. They're both well rounded and they're both kind of even. It's taking a while to dry. I did put some extra in to make sure that it cleans that well, because everyone's been saying to use, high temp glue because it works the best. To be honest, it's not. Every single time you use high temp, it doesn't stick that well. So I think I need to start using low temp glue. I think it's high temp and low temp, so I can just change it. And I'm using Gorilla hot glue gun glue. Does that make sense? So I'm hoping that works. I'm gonna hold on to this for about another minute, then I'll let it go, and I hope it's dry enough. Alright, I think it's about time. Let's see. Alright. Okay, so I know I can't see it right now because the eye holes aren't cut out, but one thing I am noticing as of even right now is that my eyes are going to be coming right here is exactly at the muzzle. So once this is fully set, we may want to cut out this a little bit more to slim it down. So therefore, one, I can see a little bit better, or else my vision is going to be not that good. But what do you think? Think it looks pretty good? Okay, well that is fully drying. I'm going to go ahead and start working on the cheeks. Now, I already cut out the pieces, and basically I'm going to hot glue them together, and once they're fully set, I'm going to go through, I'm going to carve a lot of this down using the electric knife, and then shape it up. I think I'm going to put it about right there. So, this is going to be the cheek, and I already have this side right here as well. Once these are done, then we should have the smile. I may go through and try and make sure that these are pretty aligned, because as of right now they're not. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I just got done doing one of the cheeks. I went ahead and trimmed it down. I do think I need to trim it down just a little bit more or smoothen it out, because as you can tell, it's kind of rough. But when I put it on with this, it actually matches pretty darn well, I would say. I'm super happy about that. So I will say the mouth does look a bit crooked, so I might see what I can do about that. Maybe, remove it and reposition it. I'm not sure if I can right now, but as of right now, that looks really, really good. So now I'm going to take the other cheek. I'm going to match it up with this one. Basically, make sure the shape is the same, and smoothing it out, because yeah. But let's go ahead and get that done. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, that was actually pretty darn good, I would say. So, as in, it's clear that this is a lot harder than what it seems. I got them both roughly around the same size. So if you did it if you put one in front of the other, they would almost perfectly match up. I will say there is a part of the smile right here that's kind of crooked, and unfortunately I did put one cheek higher than the other, but to be honest, I'm not good at this. First time doing it, but we're gonna go ahead and glue these. We're gonna glue these basically to the side of the mouth to make it look like it's smiling. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I won't be able to record it because one of my batteries are running low, but also two, I'm gonna have to use all my attention on the head, because again, I don't have a good head base. Make sure if you're gonna do this, get a good head base. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do that. As soon as everything is fully secure, then we're gonna move on to the brows. And hopefully we can get this all done before tonight is over with. So, stay tuned. Okay, so this is what I have so far. It looks pretty good. I do need to go through and probably reinforce this with some more hot glue, especially here like on the sides. But I am liking how this is turning out. I still think this looks way more canine than what I was hoping for. But I mean, hey, for the first fursuit, sometimes you ain't gonna get exactly what you want unless you, of course, have someone who's way more skilled to do it for you. So I'm happy with how it is turning out. But now it is time to add the brow. Now I do want to say I went ahead and glued the actual eyebrow portions together, and I'm going to start and just glue it all down. From what Sky has said whenever it comes to their suits is that you have to go very slow with this because this does tend to peel off, and you need to align it properly. And then whenever you aligned it properly and fully done everything, it should be pretty good. And from what I see, I still have huge eye holes, which is great. I was worried that my eye holes were going to be very small, but as of right now, they're actually looking pretty good. So I'm happy. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to try and keep the camera rolling. I'm just hoping that you can actually see everything, but I'm sorry if you end up not being able to see much. But if you're not able to see much, I'll probably just skip this part and just move on to the next. So here we go. I'm probably gonna reinforce it, but that's what I have, and I'm actually super happy for it. Like I said, I'm gonna reinforce it with some more hot glue because it's just coming out everywhere. But I think that's the end of day 2, roughly, because I did the bucket head yesterday and I did this today. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out about the ears. But yeah, if you like this kind of video, like I said, go ahead and click the like button. Make sure to subscribe to see more of these kind of videos, because I will be going through each and every process that I need to go through to finally make the fursuit head. But as always, until next time, ta-ta for now. Actually, before y'all go, a little bit on day 3 of doing it, I decided on what kind of ear shape I wanted. I decided to go a mixture between long ears for like a bunny, and I adjusted it slightly to where how Thunderhowl used to do their ears, so it's like still mainly front facing but has a little bit of the ears going backwards. And I cut out the eye shapes. And yeah, this is what I have so far. Look at the ears. I can fly. But yeah, so cool.